she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he is out of bounds here on the return. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Jones has it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
On first down, Watson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the end zone, Watson. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Foyesade and Urican. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
Now, there were a lot of teams count on his defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
They'll run again, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On play action, Lawrence. Touchdown! Jerron Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Watson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
ETN up the middle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Lawrence. Out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27th. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now back to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Well, he's got 2 already, nearly a 3rd, but not to be, and it's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. He gets it left side to Johnson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Juwan Johnson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, 57 yards. And the Browns get a bit closer. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Jaguars 21, round 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown! That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is... And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Chad Muma. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Lawrence to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw is Watson. Steps away. And that will be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath with those guys on the defensive side of the ball. They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 17 yards out, and the Jaguars have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few caprices together, reach the end zone, and they make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score, Jaguars 56, Browns 7.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try again with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Claybrook's going to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Claybrook's going to bring this one out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Claybrook's going to bring this one out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Forced out to his left. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
And he is... to defend, because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there, because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Chubb again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Now Lawrence. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jags have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start this season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
fields it right around the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. On fourth down, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. They run it again with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Now Lawrence on first down. Escaping the pressure right. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Lawrence will throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones
from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pull it on here in the fourth. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Andre Cisco there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 42 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try the air now with Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off of play action, it's Watson. Bryant with a catch right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. A give running right is Chubb. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Hey, orbit.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The city always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early win